There's a research report out from Piper Jaffray, noted analyst, who says Apple's market value could go up to $1 trillion. Is this crazy talk?
Right, well, we're starting to see the $1,000 price targets on the stock come out. Gene Munster at Piper today came out with a note that said Apple could become the first $1 trillion market cap company sometime in 2014. The assumptions he's built in aren't necessarily outrageous. The stock still trades at a fairly reasonable multiple given the growth that's expected in earnings. They're taking share from competitors that have been struggling, like the Research and Motions of the world. The concerns that arise are when you have a stock like this that people are using as a proxy to beat the market because it's just, crushing it. The question is, can it persist? And, I can't help but think of Dr. Evil when I hear the $1 trillion price target. And it sounds so outlandish, but, it's only another $400 billion from here, and look where the stock has come just in the past few years.
Apple has become so big as a part of the S&P 500. Are we at a point where it's distorting the behavior of market participants?
I spoke to Nick Rach at KeyBank today. He's their head of research, and he mentioned the fact that in the past, when stocks have gotten to about 5% of the S&P or 5% of their broader index, it's been a sign that we might be near a top. It happened with Cisco. It happened with ExxonMobil a couple of years ago. Apple, we're getting to a point where a few years ago, you had to report S&P 500 earnings minus financials because they've been so poor. Now people are talking about S&P 500 earnings minus Apple because the earnings are so good. Is it a top? I'm not ready to say that we're absolutely a top. Apple has nowhere to go but down. I think that's ridiculous given what we've seen from iPad sales recently, what you're seeing from all their businesses. The concern is that are things getting ahead of themselves? And when you have value and growth managers who are all making the case that Apple's unbelievable, and you have next to no analysts who are on the sell side of things saying that the stock is a sell versus a buy, certainly a reason to reevaluate things and consider if now is the time you want to jump in.